Most of you guys are not getting the attention that you want because you're not putting that same level of attention into yourself. In the month of February, there was low attention on my business. In the month of March, I literally doubled that attention, so I doubled my revenue. Okay. Now, where did I start with this? You have to start with taking self accountability. Okay, I'm in this position because of me. Today, I'm going to talk about why attention is important, right? Intention is important, but attention is important as well. And then I'm going to also talk about why it's important for content creators, people trying to build their personal brand, fitness coaches, okay? Because most people, again, they don't receive the attention that they want because they're not putting that same attention into themselves. So a lot of people, for an example, will ask for finances from their business, but they're not putting those same level of finances into themselves in order to learn more about their business or to become a better business owner, okay? A lot of times people will want the likes, the views, the follows, right? So they don't put enough attention or time into their content to figure out, why is my attention not grabbing the attention of others, right? Like my content. And people will really, really get this confused. They think, well, bro, I'm outputting every day. But what you're outputting doesn't have enough quality to conceive somebody else's attention. You understand where I'm coming from, okay? So let's talk about the power of attention. What you consistently place your attention on shapes your thoughts, it shapes your emotions, it shapes your identity, and ultimately your results. So when we talk about self-esteem is literally what you think of yourself. And I know some of you guys will say, well, Bryson, you think you're arrogant, and you're cocky, and you're this and you're that. Well, maybe my perspective is that I'm serving people, so I'm going to be confident in that. So attention starts with you, okay? It's the concept of yourself. If you take all the opinions of everybody else, your concept of yourself is going to change tremendously, okay? Now, here's the first thing I said, and I want you to take some notes on this. I have about 4 points, or 3 points. Yeah, 3 points. Your attention filters your reality, okay? Now, when I was working at a factory job, I would go there at 7, and sometimes I would work 12 hours. So I was working 7 to 7. I would work, 10 hours. And then the lowest we would work would be 8 hours. So it just depended on what they needed at the time. But I had to literally filter my reality. I would have to tell myself every day, I'm not a factory worker. I'm an online fitness coach that has success, and he builds connections and he serves people. And I would remind myself of that. When I would go into this job, I would literally see men in there talking about cheating on their wife. They would even ask me, why are you here, bro? You're fucking, 18 years old. What the fuck are you doing in a factory? You look like a monster. I would take something with all the attention that you get already, because a lot of the guys would ask me, what do you do on the side? Is this all you do? What's your plan in life, because you're so young? And I would tell them, bro, I want to make content and I want to change lives, and I'm a fitness coach and I'm not going to be here forever. I would say that all the time, every time somebody would ask me that. And so they knew that I was ready to move. But how did I do that? I focused my attention on who I was down the road. And then I accepted being that person first. So a lot of you guys out there, you're working your job. Let's say you work at Taco Bell, McDonald's, it could be a fucking Kroger, whatever it is. You work that job, but you're posting your videos and you feel like you're not getting anywhere. You're focusing your attention on negativity rather than opportunity. You're focusing your attention on problems rather than opportunity. I see every problem, every task, I don't care if it's the death in the family, I see it as an opportunity. What is going on right now for me to grow, and how, with the top tier version of Bryson, the one that I focus on, how would he respond to this situation? Because you already are that guy, okay? Number 2, it amplifies your experience. This is what I mean. Whatever you focus on, it grows stronger in your mind. Okay? Dude, when it comes to attention, if you're posting fucking videos online and you're expecting people to see it and look at it, but when you post it, the only thing you're thinking about is hate comments, not getting reposts, not getting liked, not getting followed, not gaining clients, because it's not just about building attention to go viral, but it's building attention so that way you can talk to your dream client, and your dream client is just going to be your past self. All right. And I would think this way. So I was posting. Eventually, all I thought about was views and getting likes and growing. And that happened, bro. My following went from like fucking 20K followers, bro, to like 80K. Right? And it would happen. But guess what? Did my business grow with that? No, because I had a negative take on my business. I was talking about Christ and my faith and what I still believe in and what I'll forever believe in. And it blew me up. I blew up. And after I blew up, bro, my business was doing okay. It was staying stagnant, though. Why was it so stagnant? 2 reasons. Number 1, the intention behind my messaging was wrong. I didn't have any authority, bro, behind actually getting people in shape, just motivating people. And then the attention, right? So my experience doing it wasn't amplified with actually visualizing myself taking calls, visualizing myself receiving payments, visualizing myself in the DMs having conversations with people outside of just talking about Christ and how good God is, right? Because God is more of an action than anything. Love is more an action than anything. And it's represented in the Bible, right? And so the reason I say that it's going to amplify your experience, I just want you to imagine you're with a girl and it's your first date. You go out with her and you tell yourself, bro, I'm so confident that she's going to love this. She's going to love everything about me. I don't even have to say anything. I'm just going to let her talk about her because people love to talk about themselves. When you go out on that date, dude, you're going to be a reality of that. And it's going to feel good because all you're doing is telling yourself positive downloads in your consciousness, right? So your attention's only focused on the positive. And you're making it more of an opportunity for her because you're like, this is great. This is great. You're getting to know her or whatever. So flip that. Let's say we manipulate that energy. Now my attention's focused on, bro, do I look good enough? Bro, is there something on my face? Bro, I hope my card goes through whenever I pay for the meal. Your attention is going to go on the negative. So your body language, your words, the way you project yourself when you're speaking, all that's going to change. So she's going to look at you and say, this guy's a bum. He's weird. Like, what's wrong with him? He's not even focusing on me, right? And so you got to take that experience that you're going to have and say, damn, where does this all start? And it starts with how you focus your attention on the things, the people, and the community around you. But number one, with your inner self, okay? Number three, attention controls your emotional state, bro. And there's no other way to put it, man. Many times I wanted to quit. Many times, even with thousands of followers, I wanted to quit. Why? Because, bro, I've been posting, but I'm not getting clients. Bro, I've been posting, but I'm receiving too much hate. Bro, I've been trying to go to the gym and lose weight even while posting and blowing up. Losing 100 pounds while posting. A lot of you guys know this story. It's 317 pounds, lost 100 pounds. And as I'm blowing up, I'm losing weight. So many times, bro, I was like, this is a lot of work. People are doubting it. They're telling me I should go play football instead of post videos, all these things. But I focus my attention on what's my reason as to why I started and who is that man that started this shit. So I would focus on being that individual. And every time that I focused on being that individual, it led me to gratitude. And once I lived in the state of gratitude, the negativity didn't exist anymore. So as a business owner, you need to see your business as successful. As a content creator and somebody building a personal brand, which is who I help, you need to see yourself as being successful and having people there that you know how to serve with the problem that you provide and also solve. And it's just the old version of you. But if I focus my attention on, it's not going to work, why would people believe in that? I don't really have time for it. That's because you have a lack of self-belief. And so no matter what, this is what I love about attention. No matter what, your attention's focused on something at all times. It's focused on something. It could be bullshit. It could be positive. It could be making money. It could be going broke. It could be getting a new car or getting the car that you have now repoed. Whatever the fuck it is. But if your attention is strongly determined on whatever route you take, that is what's going to happen because your body, your feelings, your emotions, your habits, it's all going to follow and lead you to that result. So why would I think negative? So let's talk about this. Why do most business owners think negative? Because number one, at the beginning of starting a business, most of the time it requires some sort of investment, which is, again, why I love online coaching more than any other business model. It doesn't require that much of an investment to even start. Number two, people look at other people's failures and assume that they're going to be the one to fail. Failure is a part of life, bro. If you don't accept that, and you're scared to take a risk, then you're going to stay exactly where you are. But I would arguably say that's the only way to actually fail is to not try. So continue to be a loser if you want. And then number three, they just feel like people are so above them that they can never reach that level. Why? Because their attention is focused on them winning rather than themselves winning. All right, bro? Here's one thing I got to say for you guys. Why do I talk about this? Why do I talk about the power of attention if you're a business coach and all this stuff? What does that have to do with me, right? Here's what you can get. You can have the best programs. I have this written down. You should write this down. You can have the best programs, you can have the best knowledge, and you can have the best body. But none of it matters without receiving attention. And I'm telling you right now, until you put that same attention into yourself, you will not receive attention from the world. You won't. So you'll have a great business with a great offer. You'll have a great body, right? You'll have a great voice. But if you don't know how to apply it and applicate it into yourself first and then apply it to everybody else, you won't win. And I'm literally a living testimony of that. I would post, eventually started going viral. People started to like what I say because I said, bro, I'm going to be confident and start speaking like how I want to speak. But then I didn't get the clients. I didn't get the money that I wanted to make. I didn't get to serve people the way that I wanted to serve people. But I put that same energy into myself. Bryson, you need to go invest more. Bryson, you need to see yourself as a person that serves other people and start doing that, not just through a phone screen, but everywhere you go. I start putting this attention into myself. Started eating right, losing weight. Then all that came to me. Wherever you focus your attention on, that's the result you're going to get. That's how you grow your offer. That's how you grow your coaching business. And I said this probably in the last 2 videos that I've made. The Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. I'll say it again. As a man thinketh in his heart, then so is he. Whatever you think, you will become, okay? If you need help building your coaching business, building your personal brand, actually making money, 5K to 10K, literally just dropping your salary off, DM me on Instagram at HumbleBeastYT. Yo, bro, I watched your YouTube video, message the word profit. We're going to work. We're going to see if you're qualified enough to work with me. And then we're going to take you to the next level, okay? Do not quit. Don't quit. Just focus your attention on winning. Everything you do, become the fucking winner. You are the king of this shit. You run this shit. Remember that.